What is good, YouTube? It's Coach Ryan Rizuki, and today's main focus is all about shooting. There's a lot of different ways that people teach shooting, and I want to express to you exactly the reasons as to why I teach it the way that I do. Some people teach you to shoot it with perfect form. Some people teach you to shoot it however you're comfortable. Some people teach thumb flicking. Some people teach putting your hands on the side and rotating or doing different odd things or having extra movements in your shot. So today I really want to explain exactly why the reasons I have for teaching shooting the way that I do so you can better understand and then decide for yourself what knowledge you find the best and what you find to help you the most. Now, I will always teach shooting in a very fundamental and textbook manner. Have your wrist, your elbow under the ball, have your feet perfectly square to the rim, guide hand on the side, release it with one hand, have beautiful rotation, don't use the offhand, etc., right? Perfect textbook Klay Thompson, Kobe Bryant form, all right? Now, I do work with a lot of professional, collegiate, and elite high school players who don't always have perfect form. Now, mind you, I will always teach that perfect form. But for some of these players who are elite level players who can shoot and score in every single manner possible, have all three levels of scoring from three, mid-range, post-ups, getting to the rim, etc., they can do everything and anything. And they have a slight, very slight elbow flare. It is not worth taking the time to completely rework their shot. It is very, very close to perfect form, and I will leave it. Now, there are players that I have that have a slight tilt to their feet or have various different small things that are not worth changing. So I will always teach perfect form, but will allow players to have just a little bit, very, very small bit of leeway if they have the ability to score from every single level and score at a high efficiency rate. And I'll explain what I mean by that. But I will never teach players to do those things. And again, this is all case by case. So for certain players, you might ask me, hey, coach, you know what? I tilt my feet too much, or, is that okay for me? I don't know you specifically. Or coach, hey, I have a little bit of an elbow flare. Is that okay? I will always tell you, no, that's not okay. You should fix it. But again, I don't know you specifically. So my point is that unless you are an elite, high level player with or very close to perfect form, and you're shooting 80, 90% in your workouts and close to 50% in your games, or, you're shooting at a high clip, then yes, okay, fine. Maybe you don't need to change it. But I will always teach and suggest players to shoot with the perfect form because of what it allows and what it offers to them. And that's what I'm going to get into next. But shooting with perfect form allows you to have a perfectly straight and very consistent shot with limited movements. And the next part is probably more important that no shooting coaches talk about. I was able to film a very quick couple of clips against this player who's very young, probably 15 years old if I remember correctly. And here's the most important thing that I want you to take away. I right here have the ability to shoot over him in a triple threat, have the ability to dribble to my right and pull up. Of course, that wasn't insanely contested, but the left side is going to be more. Dribble to my left here, pull up. I have those three options. I then can go ahead and step back going to my left, still shoot with the same form. I can do the same thing and step back to the right, still shooting with the same form. I have all of these options available. That's 5 options so far. I can now go into right here into my post up and shoot it over the right shoulder. Okay, I hit the right shoulder. I can then go into a post up and shoot it over the left shoulder. And giving me all of these options right here makes you pretty much unguardable if you have a consistent shot. Now this next one's tough. Pump fake and shoot. Right? These are more shot options, right? Players like Kobe Bryant are incredible at some of these things, right? Drive, pump fake, shoot, highly contested shots. But if you can have every single, of course, deep shots as well, but if you can have every single one of those options from your three-pointer off the triple threat, three-pointer off the catch, your dribble pull-ups in both directions, your step-backs in both directions, your pump fake pull-ups in both directions, and your turnaround fades in both directions, then you're nearly unguardable. And so that's why I care so much about your form, because certain forms will not allow you to have all of those options. Having the ability to knock down shots consistently and the ability to score at will, those are the two absolute main reasons why I believe that every player should shoot with perfect form or as close to perfect form as possible. Some of you don't even realize that your form is hindering you from playing a complete game. Give yourself a try at playing someone one-on-one and try to hit every single one of these shots. And if you have the ability to get them all off and to hit them consistently, then you're probably okay. But most of you are going to notice that you have trouble doing certain movements in certain directions, whether it be a turnaround fade over one shoulder or the other, or a step back in one direction or the other. So give it a shot, try it out, check out your form, see what you need help with. If you want me to personally break it down and look at your shot, shoot me a DM on Instagram. It is not free, but I will get back to you and I will let you know what it costs so that way we can go ahead and look at your form and fix it from the ground up. I'll tell you exactly what you need to work on. Huge thank you for those of you who are purchasing some t-shirts down below on my Teespring. I will leave that link in the first comment. Thank you guys for your support. I love providing this free content for you guys and this free knowledge for you guys to continue to learn. I want to make sure that you guys get good information out there. And if this does help you, please leave a like. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.